Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo, May 3, 2025. With the moon heading into your solar house, you're building self-confidence. You can feel supported now, and you may feel a sense of liberation from past restrictions and problems. Changes in your attitude towards money may have sometimes left you feeling unsettled on practical levels, but you're in an opportunity period that can bring wonderful surprises along these lines. Liberating shifts in attitude allow you to experiment with different ways of making money. Influences now bring a hopeful attitude and improved financial status. Problem solving comes far more quickly and intuitively. You are also coming to an understanding about just how much or how little you have valued your skills and talents and reflected these values to others. You are drawn to activities that improve your bottom line or help you express your need for more security in your life. Support may come from behind the scenes. Let Cupid's arrows rain down from above. You are in one of the best periods in your romantic life that you've seen in nearly 2 years, and there is not a single moment to waste. As mighty Mars, the warrior planet of sex, passion, and drive, invigorates your solar of romance, true love, fertility, and dating from now until June 17, 2025, you'll be unable to think of nearly anything else. This is the most significant period for singles to line up new options and put themselves out there, as a soulmate could be right around the corner. The main issue is financial, and you'll need to use every tool at your disposal to ensure that it stays strong and healthy for the duration. Try to avoid conflict when sharing budgets and resources. The planetary alignment today is troubling for many of you because it is so much about emotions. Facing your feelings squarely is difficult because you need to admit vulnerability and acknowledge pain. This isn't easy for anyone. You may want to seek out your friends and ask them for help. If you don't feel there is anything troubling you, perhaps you can treat yourself to lots of nurturing behavior. A nice dinner, a hot bath, and a good night's rest. Be watchful for arrogance today. This is a day filled with your own natural essence. While you will certainly notice a heightened drive and determination to reach your goals, these can reach the point of overtaking your humility. Take care as you go about your business and interact with others. Stepping on toes as you make your way is likely end up with you getting stomped. Building cooperatives that are based on mutual respect tend to work better than anything else. A month after retrograding back out of Aries, just days into your birthday month and new solar, Venus returns today for a do-over. A lot has changed in the month that Venus has been gone, and this makes sense of why she had to back out. Had Venus moved through as she normally would, you would have moved into your birthday month with your heart set to an old compass or an old sense of what's possible. Instead, Venus has returned to find that while she's been gone, for the first time in 150 years, Neptune, the planet of hopes and dreams, has returned. By the weekend they will be aligned. A month after Venus, the planet of love, retrograde back out of Aries, she not only returns today but to find that everything has changed. Not only is Venus back in direct motion and looking to the future, but while she has been gone, Mars has returned to your romantic sector and Neptune, planet of hopes and dreams, has returned to Aries, the conditions right for a do-over. Leo, our light today is in your loyalty. Your quote of the day: shine with integrity, not just charm. Your color of the day is amber gold, bold and grounded. Lucky numbers: 1, 7, 26. A moment of responsibility may ask more of you. Respond with courage. Recognition is coming, but keep your ego in check. A younger person might benefit from your guidance. Teach by example. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 3, 2025. Today carries a vibrant and motivating energy, one that encourages curiosity, openness, and a renewed sense of movement. It's the kind of day where something small, a conversation, a walk, a spontaneous choice, can shift your entire outlook. There's momentum building, not necessarily in big, dramatic ways, but in subtle internal shifts that are preparing you for something meaningful. Let's see what today's cards have to say. The first card drawn is the Knight of Wands, blazing into the reading with fire, passion, and the unmistakable urge to chase what sets your soul on fire. This is the card of boldness, of saying yes to something even before you have it all figured out. Have you been sitting on an idea or longing for a change? This card doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It's about movement, making the call, sending the message, starting the project. Even a tiny step counts. Maybe it's signing up for that class, reaching out to a new connection, or carving out time for a personal goal. What matters is the energy behind it. Where in your life could you use a little more daring today? The second card is the Four of Swords, a softer, grounding contrast. This card reminds us that rest isn't a reward, it's a necessity. While the Knight pushes you to go after your dreams, the Four of Swords invites you to pause and restore. There's a beautiful balance here, action followed by integration. If you've been burning the candle at both ends, or mentally overworked lately, this is your reminder to breathe. Take a walk without your headphones, unplug for an hour, or simply sit in silence for a few minutes. Sometimes, clarity finds us in the quiet. Next, we have the Six of Pentacles, bringing the energy of generosity, balance, and reciprocity. This card often appears when we're asked to reflect on the give and take dynamics in our lives. Where are you giving too much without replenishing? Where are you receiving with gratitude, and where might you be blocking support because you feel you have to do everything yourself? It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say yes when someone offers. And it's equally okay to set boundaries if you've been feeling depleted. Healthy exchange is part of every thriving relationship, romantic, platonic, and professional. What does balance look like for you right now? Following. That is the Sun, arguably one of the most uplifting cards in the tarot. This card is joy in its purest form. It shines a light on clarity, truth, and the simple, radiant pleasures of life. Think about the moments that bring out your inner child, that sense of wonder, play, and freedom. This card suggests there's something today that can bring that joy to the surface if you make space for it. Maybe it's spending time with someone who makes you laugh, revisiting a hobby you used to love, or even just standing outside in the warmth of the sun and letting yourself feel. Don't underestimate the power of a good moment to shift your entire day. And finally, we close with the Two of Wands, a card of vision and planning. It asks you to lift your gaze beyond the present moment and think about where you're headed. Not from a place of pressure, but from a place of inspiration. What do you want to create in your life this year? What would it look like if you trusted your instincts a little more and second-guessed yourself a little less? The Two of Wands is about expansion. It's the point where an idea becomes a path. Today, you might find yourself dreaming of new places, new projects, or new perspectives. Let that energy move through you. Dreaming is part of the work. All these cards together tell a story of empowered motion, thoughtful balance, generous connection, radiant joy, and bold vision. You don't have to have everything figured out right now, you just have to be willing to listen, act, rest, and believe in what's possible. You're not behind. You're not late. You're exactly where you're meant to be on your journey. So I'd love to hear from you. What part of today's reading resonated most with you? Are you feeling that push to take action, or are you being called to slow down and recharge? Share your reflections in the comments. This space is for all of us to connect, to learn, and to grow together. Here's to a day of inspired action, heartfelt rest, and beautiful breakthroughs. You are more than capable. You're on your way.